You are the type of owner who genuinely tries. You buy the toys, you watch your dog light up, and for a while everything feels perfect. Then one day, that same toy sits in the corner untouched. Your dog walks past it like it does not exist, and you start wondering if something is wrong with them or maybe with you. But here is the truth nobody talks about. The problem is not boredom alone. There are hidden neurological mechanisms quietly rewiring how your dog experiences stimulation inside your home. This happens in almost every home, and most owners never figure out why. They keep buying new toys, hoping something will stick. But the answer is not more toys. It is understanding what is actually happening inside your dog's brain when a familiar object stops producing a response. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it, and fixing it becomes surprisingly simple. Let us start with the part that most people completely skip over because it explains everything. Your dog's brain runs on dopamine, not in a casual way. Dopamine is the engine behind curiosity, motivation, and play. Every time your dog encounters something new, something that triggers their instincts, their brain releases a small flood of it. That is why a brand new toy gets sniffed, tossed, chased, and carried around the house for 20 minutes straight. The novelty itself is the reward. The brain is saying, pay attention to this, explore this, this matters. But here is what changes everything. Dopamine is not just triggered by pleasure. It is triggered by prediction error. That is the gap between what your dog expects and what actually happens. When something is new, the brain cannot predict the outcome. So dopamine fires hard. Your dog is fully engaged. Now imagine the same toy, same smell, same texture, same sound. Day after day, the brain has mapped it completely. There is no prediction error anymore. No gap, no dopamine spike. The toy has not changed, but your dog's neurological response to it has. The brain has adapted, and that adaptation is permanent until the context changes. This is what researchers call habituation, and it is not a flaw. It is actually a survival mechanism. A dog in the wild cannot afford to stay fixated on something familiar when there might be something important, something alive, something new, just around the corner. The brain is built to deprioritize the predictable and chase the unknown. So when your dog ignores their old favorite, they are not being difficult. They are functioning exactly the way evolution designed them to. But here is where it gets more interesting and more uncomfortable. When dogs are kept in environments with constant access to the same set of toys, something beyond simple habituation starts to happen. The stimulation threshold rises. Think of it like caffeine tolerance. One cup used to do the job. Now you need 3 just to feel normal. Your dog's nervous system starts recalibrating around the level of stimulation they receive every day. And when that baseline becomes the floor, ordinary things stop registering at all. This is novelty burnout. And it is not just about toys. It affects how your dog processes the whole environment. The sounds, the smells, the textures. When everything is always available, nothing feels significant. Curiosity flattens. Drive drops. You start seeing a dog that seems disinterested, maybe a little restless, maybe a little clingy. And because the symptoms look like boredom, the instinct is to add more. More toys, more input, more stimulation. But that is exactly the wrong move. You are not filling a gap. You are raising the threshold even higher. So what actually works? Toy rotation. But not the casual version where you swap a few things out when you remember. Strategic, intentional rotation built around how your dog's brain resets novelty. Here is how it works in practice. Instead of leaving 5 or 6 toys available all the time, reduce visible access to just 1 or 2 at a time. The others go completely out of sight, not in a basket in the corner, out of the room entirely. A closet, a cabinet, somewhere your dog cannot smell or see them. This is important because dogs have an extraordinary sense of smell, and a toy sitting nearby is still neurologically present even if your dog is not playing with it. After 7 to 10 days, you rotate. You remove the current toys and bring back one from the hidden group. What happens next is the part that makes this so effective. To your dog's brain, that toy is new again. Not entirely, but enough. The memory of it has faded slightly. The prediction map has softened. And when they encounter it again, there is just enough uncertainty, just enough prediction error to trigger that dopamine response. Watch your dog the first time they sniff a toy that has been away for a week. You will see it happen in real time. The ears perk. The body language shifts. The play drive activates. You are not buying a new toy. You are manufacturing novelty from what you already have. Now, there is a layer to this that goes even deeper. Certain types of toys trigger specific instinctive behaviors, and those behaviors are tied to different neurological circuits. A toy that moves unpredictably, like a flirt pole or a toy on a string, activates the prey drive circuit. That circuit is tied to focus, chase, and the satisfaction of a catch. A toy that requires problem solving, like a simple puzzle or a treat-hidden object, activates the seeking circuit. That one is linked to persistence, exploration, and what scientists sometimes call engaged optimism in animals. When you rotate with intention, you are not just cycling objects. You are cycling the neural circuits your dog gets to use. A week with prey drive activation, then a week with seeking behaviors, then maybe something tactile, something your dog can shred or carry, which engages comfort and self-soothing circuits. You are giving the whole brain a workout, not just one pathway over and over until it goes numb. And the behavioral results compound. Dogs who experience varied, circuit-specific enrichment show lower baseline anxiety. They settle more easily after play because the engagement was actually satisfying, not just stimulating. They are easier to redirect. They sleep better. They show fewer attention-seeking or destructive behaviors, because those behaviors are almost always a symptom of a brain that is underengaged in the right ways. There is one mistake that undermines this entire system, and it is worth naming directly. Interactive play during rotation matters as much as the rotation itself. If you swap the toy but your dog is still left alone with it for hours every day, the habituation clock starts again almost immediately. The most powerful novelty signal is not just the object. It is the object combined with unpredictable social engagement. You moving it, hiding it, making it behave like something alive. That combination keeps the prediction error alive far longer than passive access ever could. So when your dog walks past that toy in the corner without even a glance, do not take it personally. Their brain is doing exactly what it was built to do. The question is whether the environment you have created is giving it the right signals to stay switched on. If any of this shifted the way you think about your dog's play and enrichment, take one real step today. Pull most of the toys out of reach and start with just one or two. Give it a week and watch what changes. Then come back and explore more on how to build enrichment that actually matches how your dog's brain works. You have already done the hardest part, which is understanding why. Thanks for watching. If you loved this video, scan the QR code on the screen right now to subscribe and join the Pawsome Life family. Give your dog a belly rub for us, and we will see you in the next video.